Hello and welcome back to this little kind of guides that I do. This time what I'm gonna do is show you some of my recommendations for themes or compositions to add Peshurian, a rare character of the game that almost nobody uses, but well, it was his turn to have a guide now. Uh, I'm gonna show some of the recommended themes in the arena in this part. Since now the combat arena season has resetted, and the ranks are all the way down again, I have a good chance to show it against normal compositions, like normal SR and SSR characters, and not only against meta characters. So that's what I'm gonna do. And maybe I will show also a battle or two against a boss of the map. I also have another video about this with another variation of my recommended themes that has basically the Dark Knights like Momon, Albedo with her armor, the Dark Knight, Peshurian, and so, or a speedy team that is basically all the highest speed characters that you may have. In my case, was Entoma, Nigredo, Sisira, Zeshy, things like that. But this time I'm gonna show a team way more easy to get and easy to make. First one is this character, Kyoko, Lizardman. As you can see, is just level 60, doesn't have the greatest stats, doesn't even have a special arc light, skills level 1 and 2, basic, doesn't have an ultimate, accessories are level 4, well, 3, almost a 4. We're gonna be using Kyoko in this composition because everything about him combines. This basically is a heavy hit that can put shock on the enemy and does more damage if the enemy has less than certain amount of HP, in this case 70%. And the passive is every time someone dies, he gains more damage to a certain cap. So we're gonna have him to try to scalate his damage on the game. Of course, Peshurian is gonna be part of the game. He's just level 40 in this case, and I'm not gonna show him at like level 100 or something, so you can see that even in low levels you can use it, because this is a character that you're gonna get at a very low level, and you probably want to use when you are a low level character, a low level player. Sorry. Um, he has a desolation set to put damage over time and has effect precision on him. I forgot to show, but Kyoku has an executioner set. Basically, does way more damage when the enemy is low. Peshurian has the same level of accessories than Kyoku. The skills level 4, the passive. That is basically everything about him. He gains a certain percentage of speed after every hit, stackable to a certain cap. This case is 64% in my case, and he does extra damage to the enemy based on the speed difference between the enemy that he's hitting and himself. So I'm gonna be using him and try to use him as kind of like a heavy hitter that I can spam. As you can see, also no special, well, like a decent arc light. Increases his attack for every percent of HP that he has lost. Another character is this guy, the lizardman with a slingshot, Suki or something like that, and because of the passive, the Guardian Spirit. Basically, all allies gain a certain amount of increased effect precision and effect resistance. The level depends on the level of the skill, of course. Mine is just level 2, but it works. And well, the skill of this guy is not bad. A little bit of damage and a chance to put effect precision down on the enemy as well as defense down. It's good. Basically, you can use this guy to damage the enemy just a little bit because you can build him crit and so. But mostly, we're gonna be using this guy on the composition to increase the effect precision of the other two characters that I already said. And Peshurian will come in handy there because he has 43% in my case. So it's gonna be a 63.8% thanks to the other lizardman, and it's gonna be easier for him to put damage over time on the enemy every time he strikes. The reason why I'm giving him a desolation set is to basically help him in his second skill is Special Slash, because he has a certain chance to dispel buffs on the enemy and to inflict buff block. So basically the enemy cannot buff himself. And the other two characters that you can change as the main tank is this one, the Robo Hansoke. Basically because it is a tank with a lot of speed, so you almost always get the first turn. In my case now, because it's level 14, but that's part of the showcase. You can also see how I can play this team even when I'm behind on both level and speed, as well as storms. But mainly you use this Hamsuke to lower the enemy defenses, so all of your other characters do more physical damage, because all of them do physical damage. If you do not have that character, even when it's on a banner right now, like uh, right here, the Indestructible Fortress, if you don't want to use this character or don't have it or whatever, the other that I will say to use is Tank Kokyotos, this one right here. My version is quite powerful, and we're mainly using Kokyotos for his ultimate, the Unreturning, and for the God Slaying Emperor Blade. Basically, we use Tank Kokyotos so he ults, gives protection to the enemy instead of Hamsuke or Robo Hamsuke destroying the enemy defenses. In this case, Kokyotos will give a shield to everyone, so everyone is protected against the first enemy attacks. It draws the attention to him, so the tank gets the enemy focus, and increases the counter rate by 20%, which is good because both Peshurian and this Lizardman, the Kyoko, already have a 20% counter rate. So they will have at least a 40%, quite a nice chance to counterattack like area of effect damage teams, like a Mari team or an Albedo team, or a Burn team with the Merchant. So they have a nice boost on their counter, and the second skill of Kokuros increases the damage of the two members of his team with the highest attack. So you can boost Peshurian, for example, or you can boost the Kyoko. So the composition is your tank, depending on the choice, you lower the enemy defenses or increase your own defense. You use Peshurian as the spammable attacker to hit the enemy, and every time he hits, he becomes faster and faster. You use the Lizardman with the slingshot to lower the enemy defenses a little bit as well, if you don't use the Hamsuke robot, and to increase the effect precision and effect resistance of your team, so they put debuffs more effectively and they resist any debuff from the enemy. And you have the other Lizardman, the Kyoko, the one with the Dragon Bone armor, to also try to do more damage with shock, and if he gets a kill or anyone literally dies, he gets a boost in damage. So that's the team I'm gonna show, and this time I'm first showcasing the teams before doing the full guide, just to see how it does. Maybe this form it's better because some people are more focused on what teams they can use rather than what relics to get and something like that. So for this time I'm showcasing the teams first, and today in the night or tomorrow morning I will be publishing the normal guide of Peshurian. So that's all for me for now, and uh,
せよ。今日はど侵入者か。
殿、おそばにいさせてくださいでござる。もう許さ
そうです。ネガティブバースト。遅い。たっぷり楽しんでくれ。ここで死んでいただきます。そうです。ワインズ様、もう一度。それに感謝を。ネガティブバースト。遅い。
シャードバックショット。お待たせっすよ。
そうです。レイザーテールの誇り。
殿、おそばにいさせてくださいでござる。
ネガティブバースト。遅い。 い。私は遊ばれてますか。恐怖とともに凍結せよ。ショーナの怒りを味わうがよい。
逃げるなら今のうちよ。
この技で華麗に魂たちを狩りましょう。
勝利。
じゃあね。
遅い。たっぷり楽しんでくれ。
ほーじゃあね。くらえ。
勝利。
ご分を。じゃあね。
恐怖とともに凍結せよ。ショーナの怒りを味わうがよい。勝利。たっぷり楽しんでくれ。次はこちらの番だ。遅い。
この技で華麗に魂たちを狩りましょう。
勝利。この勝利をナザリックに捧げます。